Hello, hockey fans and beloved Dallas Stars Elite Girls 12U fan faithful, tuning in from across the globe. Here we are about to face off for our third match in the round robin against the Massachusetts Spitfires. We got Bucko centering Grahovic and Salzburg up front. We got Lafleur and Andrews on point. Zones quickly gained by the Spitfires. They're driving in, picked up behind the net now by Bucko. Bucko looking to skate out. Lead pass through the feet of Grahovic all the way down the ice. And it'll be an early icing call.
All right, folks, I'm still getting the hang of this, so just, bear with us. I'm getting the camera.
We have a new camera up here. We're using a Xbox remote control. Schaefer getting the start between the pipes. Back-to-back starts for her. Bucko on the draw. There's the draw. Puck's loose out front in the high slot now. Massachusetts sends it over. Now kicks free. Here's Salzburg. Salzburg driving it in. She's got 4 Spitfires to work around. Driving around the far side. Sends it in deep. Fresh legs coming on the ice for the Stars. Zakaria jumps up to support. Isaac and Biederman on point. Puck battle ensues across far half wall. Back to Isaac. There's a shot from Isaac through traffic. Bouncing puck into the near corner. That's picked up by Grahovic. She tries to get it back to Biederman. Biederman able to hold the line. Not quite. Spitfires break through now. Good back check by Grahovic to break that up. Zakaria, she gains the zone. Zakaria trying to shake a couple defenders. Take the shot. That's high. Ends up in the far corner. Now Simcoe's on it. Simcoe picks it up in the backhand. Looks to make a couple moves. Driving through the center. Trying to find her opportunity. She sends it in. Now it spits back to the point. All the way out to Isaac into the neutral zone. Isaac, lead pass, finds Simcoe. Simcoe, backhand. She sends it up. Simcoe fires it right back in, and puck just squeaks out, not able to touch up on time, and we've got ourselves a second offside.
All right.
Michael Gagne looks like he's playing Xbox. He's got an Xbox controller with a funky camera that we're using today because we're stuck right on the boards here.
It's very sensitive, but maybe by the third period I'll get the hang of this stuff.
You guys got a shout out to Mike's mom.
Gagne on the face-off. She's playing center. Clark on her wing, Stanton on her left wing. Saw this lineup when we were in Odessa. In they go. Gagne in pursuit. Clark driving around. Biederman and Isaac still on point. Centering pass. Loose to front. Clark takes a shot, and it's a big save by the Spitfire goaltender. We got double Gagne support on the broadcasting crew. We've recruited Michael's mom to help as a score bug. Doing a bang-up job. Her husband's keeping an eye on things, though. Speaking of Gagne, she's on the draw. Puck battle off the draw, ends up on the near half wall. Kind of spits out. Now it comes through the crease. Spitfires gain control. Here comes the Spitfires. Oh, tripped up is Shortino. Driving wide is the Spitfires. They take a shot. Deflected. Goes into the near corner. Battle on the near corner. Clark's in there. Cross-ice pass. DDD pass to the other point. There's a shot from the point through traffic. Deflected. Puck's loose up front. Scramble. Puck still loose. They take the shot. Loose in behind the net. Stepping in there is Mason. Mason gives it to Clark. She throws it all the way down. Beautiful draw weight by Mason. Or Clark, sorry. That'll wave off icing, and we got a wholesale change happening for the Stars. Lead pass by the Spitfires through the neutral zone. They enter the zone. Mason picks it up. Mason throws it off the boards. Looks to take a couple moves. Cross-ice pass. There's a shot through traffic. That's wide. Mason's got it. Mason, she's trying to get it up. Looking for another lead pass opportunity. That's spit through. Elliott's on the ice now. Elliott using her strength along the boards, able to get the puck into the neutral zone. Now she gets it out. We got Elliott, Lafleur, and Isaac up front. Lafleur and Isaac playing defense last couple of days. Coach mixing things up early here. Here comes the Spitfires. They gain the zone. Lafleur's back checking. Shortino and Mason on point. Up comes the pass near the half wall. Gained. Thrown in behind the net. Now Shortino gives chase. She's going to pick that up in the far corner. Shortino cross-ice pass. Gets it out to Isaac. Here's Isaac. Isaac coming through the neutral zone with some speed. She's got 3 Spitfires harassing her, though. Back checking. Hooking up her stick. Into support immediately is Elliott. Lafleur sends it all the way back to Biederman to regroup. Biederman, she throws it across. Tries to find Elliott just out of her reach. Buck comes all the way down. Coach wants a full change again. Michael, you don't often see this early in the game. Isaac Lafleur up front. That's usually a mid-game shuffle.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that before. So they've got the energy, and I like them on offense.
Here comes Bucko on the draw. Centering Salzburg and Grahovic. That was their starting line. Puck spits out into behind the net. Andrews is giving chase. Andrews and Biederman on point. Spitfires pick it up on the half wall. Here comes Salzburg. She pushes into the neutral zone. From her knees, tries to play it ahead. She does. Spitfires. They throw it down the ice. That's going to go all the way wide. Schaefer deflects that up to Biederman. Biederman picks it up. Tries a lead pass to Grahovic just out of her reach. Spitfires able to hold the zone. Now they're going to drive it deep into the corner. Here comes the Spitfires. Looking for a centering pass. Bucko quick to jump on that. Backhand pass by Andrews. Up to Salzburg. Centered. Puck to loose out front. Shot deflected. Good stick by Biederman to get that shot out of harm's way from the high slot. Deflects it high. Grahovic now. She's trying to get it out. Spitfires still hold the zone. They throw it in behind the net. Andrews is on it. Andrews throws it up and high around the board. Trying to get it out. Puck dribbles. Spitfires able to hold the zone. Now it goes all the way to the far half wall. Spitfires had zone pressure this whole shift so far. Stars looking to relieve some pressure. Biederman tries to get it out of the zone, not quite able to. Puck trickles over to Schaefer. Makes a wise decision to freeze that puck and get some fresh legs on the ice for the Stars. 8:03 into the game, been pretty action-packed so far, Michael.
Yeah, a lot of energy out there on both teams.
Zakaria is out to center. Simcoe and Dulac. Here's Dulac right off the draw. She drives up. Dulac driving wide. Simcoe's going to the front of the net. Zakaria's trailing. Dulac pushes it into the far corner. Centering pass. We got a penalty coming up. And I think it's going to be against the Spitfires. They're not sure who it is. They're wondering. And it is against the Spitfires. We're going to have our first power play of the game.
All right. Let's see what the call is here. I'm not seeing any indication from the official.
Minute and a half because he felt like it, hey? Not seeing a call or a hold or a trip or anything.
No, I didn't see him.
Regardless, we'll take a power play. Stars on the power play. Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac stay out there. We got Isaac and Mason on point. Official wants to regroup at the box.
Spitfires team seems to be moving the puck around pretty well. Like, I'm not seeing, one major standout player, but they're all, pretty solid so far.
Yeah, we've seen that in a few of the clubs here, particularly through the Massachusetts and Northeast U.S. Lots of evenly matched talent across the team, but they're great puck movers. They work as a unit and they work as a team, and we're seeing that early by the Spitfires.
Yeah. And I don't know if you mentioned, Brody, earlier in the broadcast, these guys are ranked number 46. We're still ranked 56. And then recap from their previous games this weekend, they've beaten I believe it was the Seattle team, and they lost to yesterday to the Colorado team, the Southern Colorado team.
Okay.
So they've got 1-1, same record as we do.
Here's the draw. Zakaria, clean win back to Mason. Mason, there's a shot deflected by the Spitfires. Mason's able to hold his own, though, steps up. Now the Spitfires relieve it, but Zakaria's into support. Zakaria trying to shake off a check. She's hauled down. Dulac steps in to help out. Now the puck's thrown toward the net by Mason. It's in the high slot. Spitfires throw that back into the neutral zone and relieve some pressure. Now Simcoe's got it. She sends it up to Dulac. Dulac tries to gain the zone, drops it back to Simcoe. Simcoe, a couple moves by her, driving wide and right. Pushing toward the net, tries a centering pass, gets it through the crease. No one's home. Dulac's got it now. Dulac takes a shot off the backboards. There's another shot. There's a third shot. Two great saves by the goaltender, well positioned. Comes back to Isaac. Here's Isaac. Isaac takes the shot. Deflected. There's a shot. Dulac with a great redirection. A third fantastic save by the Spitfires. Here's another shot from the point. Through traffic. It's loose out front. Now it spits out to the high slot, and the Spitfires finally get it out of there after a barrage of activity by the Stars with 28 seconds left here on the power play. 6:35 left here in the first. Isaac tries a lead pass to Zakaria. Gets it to her. Spitfires check her immediately, though. Now Simcoe will have another opportunity. Simcoe, she driving down the right wing. Couple moves by her. Dulac's going toward the net, so Simcoe. Simcoe looking to shake a defender. Not able to. Puck goes to the far corner. Thrown all the way out to the neutral zone. Isaac picks it up. Isaac waiting for her teammates. Sends it over to Mason. Mason, she pitches it up to Zakaria. Zakaria, a little toe drag move by her to get around a defender. Now she's entering the zone. Spitfires able to clear that out, and that'll kill off the penalty. 5:54 left here in the first. 0-0 hockey game.
Sorry, Brendan. There's like a little bit of a delay. You know, it's tough. I'm doing my best.
Broadcasting crews doing their best to keep up to things. We're working with new cameras. Gagne on the draw. She's got Clark and Stanton on the wings. Puck's thrown in behind the net to Andrews. Andrews tries a backhand pass. That's interrupted by the Spitfires. They take a shot, deflected out with her front, goes right through the crease. Shortino now, tries to find Clark. Spitfires able to hold his own. Now Shortino able to send it up. Spitfires grab it again though. Here's the Spitfires. They take the shot, push it in deep. Shortino on it. Spitfires pick it up behind the net. Spitfires getting harassed by Gagne. Good pressure by her. Tried to throw it out front. Schaefer kicks that away. There's another opportunity. Loose puck out front. It's a scramble, and Schaefer covers it up.
Glad she was able to find that puck. It was sitting on her right pad, just wide open.
Full change for the Stars. Bucko's back out there with Salzburg and Grahovic. Shortino and Andrews on point.
Let's go, Stars!
Bucko on the draw, clean win by her. Ends up back on the half wall though. Puck battle ensues. We got 5 players digging on that puck. Spitfires come out with it. Good hustle by Bucko. She takes out that Spitfires player. Skates up through the neutral ice with some strength. Here comes Bucko looking on a mission. Bucko driving wide. Sees Grahovic out front, centering pass. Beautiful pass by her trying to find her teammate. Not quite able to get it on the stick of Grahovic or Salzburg though. Bucko back checking as assertively as she was on the offense there. Great to see her two-way play. There's an outlet pass attempt interrupted by the Spitfires. They take a shot loose out front. There's a shot, still loose puck. And they find the back of the net for one goal.
Actually had that one.
Schaefer made the first stop.
See the replay on this one.
Schaefer made the first stop and they smacked home the rebound. There's the first one. Deflected.
Right up and over.
Yep. It's unfortunate. That was a solid shift by that line. Bucko was absolutely flying. The teammates were getting into open spaces. Buck comes back down.
Disconnected from the...
We got a camera issue going on, folks, so I'll do my best to describe it. Draws one by Lafleur. Lafleur's out there on point with Mason. And we've got Elliott on the wing with Simcoe and Zakaria. Again, coach really mixing up lines from what we've seen the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Keeping the goalies on their toes, too. We're technically out of rotation with back-to-back starts for Schaefer. Lafleur up to Zakaria. Zakaria, she drives through the neutral zone. Good job by Zakaria. Shakes 3 defenders. Zakaria's in alone now. There's a shot. And a goaltender comes up with a massive save as Zakaria was getting manhandled by 3 Spitfires. Kept her poise, kept her strength, pushed on through. And the goaltender comes across, makes a clutch save at an important time of the game.
I didn't get a good look at it, but I assume she went blocker side.
Sure did go blocker side, and then she got smacked into the crease and still able to keep that puck out. There's the draw, one by Zakaria. Now she's got an opportunity in the high slot. There's a shot over just above the crossbar. What a bullet that was by Zakaria. All the way back to Mason now. She holds the zone, sends it across. Simcoe's going to the far corner. Simcoe makes a centering pass, tries to find Zakaria, not quite able to. Spitfires, they're coming out. They send it over to the far wall. Driving down the right wings of Spitfires. They take a shot, that's blocked by Lafleur. Good job getting her body in the way. Puck's still loose, bouncing through the front. Spitfires on it though. Spitfires looking to make something happen. They attempt a wrap around. Lafleur hauls her down though. Puck ends up on the near half wall. Elliott's on it. Elliott trying to make something happen. Comes in behind the net for the Spitfires again. Spitfires centering pass right onto Elliott's stick. Elliott, she kicks it up, relieves some pressure. Coach wants to see a full change on the offense, and he's going to get a wholesale change across the board. Here goes the Spitfires, though. Good decision by Mason to stay out there. Spitfires gaining the zone with some speed. Number 11 driving wide. Try as a drop pass. Mason right there to break that up, though. Here comes the Spitfires. They've got some speed. They drop pass to the point. There's a shot through traffic. That ends up wide in the near corner. There's a centering pass. It's loose right out front. Zakaria's there to help. Now it's on to Mason's stick. Mason, that's checked. Spitfires with some strong pressure here. Stanton, she's able to send it forward. We got Stanton, Clark, and Gagne out there. McDonald along the near board. Gagne checks her. Gets it up to Clark. Clark, couple moves by her, tries to break free. The Spitfire's there to interrupt it, but Isaac sends it straight back. Good to body deflection by Gagne. Takes 2 pucks off her body, holding the zone there. Now the Spitfires send it up, but Isaac steps up to get it over to Clark. Clark, she's going to throw one in. She's going to go for a change. Puts it right on net. Wants some fresh legs. Gagne and Clark hopping off. Grahovic and Bucko jumping on. Grahovic picks it up. She's got some speed through the neutral zone, getting chased by the Spitfires, though. Puck's loose, picked up by Bucko. Looks for a centering pass. Good back check by Bucko. Bucko all the way back, throws it off the boards. Puck ends up in the high slot. They take the shot and comes into the near corner. Puck comes all the way back around. Isaac drives down the half wall. Comes into the neutral zone. Here comes Salzburg. She pitches it ahead. Ends up loose. Salzburg's in a battle. She's got 2 Spitfires on her. Bucko jumps in to help. Spitfire's able to kick it out. Biederman all the way back to the star zone. Has a look at her options. Throws it up off the boards. Tries to find Grahovic. Grahovic's checked. They throw it in behind the net. Here comes Isaac. She sends it up to Salzburg. Out of her reach. Spitfires step up. Now Grahovic's there. She clears it up. Sends it. Spitfires. Good lead pass. Nice zone entry by the Spitfires, but that's broken up quickly by Biederman and Grahovic. Here's the Spitfires, though. Regain control. Centering pass. Finds nobody. Salzburg gets it off the half boards and into the neutral zone. Seeing a lot of great pressure by the Spitfires here, Michael. Our girls seem to be responding, though, and they're doing a good job in front of the net. 15 seconds left on the clock. 12 seconds, sorry. Puck's all the way down. Spitfires are going to regroup with 6 seconds on the clock. This should kill it off as long as we can get out of here. Good forecheck by Simcoe. Oh, Dulac hauled down and smacks her head. Hopefully she's all right. She took it real hard. She's fairly shooken up. Bit of a whiplash and really smacked her head hard. Hopefully she's all right. She's holding her head, but she doesn't seem to be wanting to go get any attention. So must not be too bad.
Choppy replay, huh?
How's the camera going? Do you want to switch me sides, Michael?
It's rough. I feel like I must be making the people at home sick with all the movement, because it's one, super sensitive. 2, there's about a 1 second delay. So I'm trying my best. I'm almost wanting to climb up in the glass and just hold the damn thing.
Hold the thing.
Yeah. So here's some stats Brendan pulled up.
Shots 8-7 in favor of the Spitfires. Scoring chances, he's got a 1-1. Advantages on the faceoffs. Stars got, I think, 3 or 4 shots on that power play. And one really good, really high danger scoring opportunity with Simcoe on that break.
Yeah, Zakaria.
Zakaria, sorry, yep. Coach starting with who finished the period. He's got Zakaria out to center. Simcoe. Elliott's on the right wing. Biederman and Isaac on point. Draws one by the Stars, but possession gained by the Spitfires straight into the Star zone. They fire it up. It's going to be held in by the Spitfires. They shoot it in deep. Biederman knocks that down. Tries to find Elliott. Elliott with some pressure. Elliott drives up through the neutral zone. She's getting chased by some Spitfires, but she's got some wheels. Throws one toward the net. Ends up bouncing in behind the net. Zakaria's on it now. Elliott right there again. Elliott centering pass. There's out front. Brilliant shot by Simcoe. Huge pad save by the Spitfires. Zakaria regains control, sends it over to Elliott. Elliott throws it on net. Now Simcoe. Simcoe looking to make something happen. She's using her strength. Driving around. Simcoe. Poise. Looks to make a move. Cuts back and forth. Trying to shake a couple defenders. Throws it on net. And that's covered up by the Spitfires goaltender. Zakaria still centering. Simcoe on the left wing. Elliott on right. Here comes the draw. Andrews and Shortino, fresh legs on the point. Won by the Stars, but gained control as the Spitfires. All the way driving in. Puck ends up in behind the net of the Stars. Centering pass. That's deflected away by Schaefer. Back to the point now. Spitfires, they're driving the puck wide. They send it back in deep. Zakaria interrupts that though. Here comes Zakaria with some speed down the left wing. Zakaria shaking in defender. She's got Elliott going to the front of the net. Zakaria driving wide, trying to make something happen. She's going to be hauled down. This might even be a penalty shot. Hopefully it is. Let's see what he calls. And no, it's going to be a hold, no penalty shot. That was just maybe some wishful thinking on my part, Michael.
I mean, it's right there at the crease. You know, that could go either way. A lot of times they will allow a penalty shot on that kind of stuff. But I guess there were a lot of defenders in the way.
Zakaria was doing a good job holding off that check, and she had one hand on the stick on the backhand. It's too bad she couldn't just get a little mustard on it because Elliott was wide open out front.
Let's go, Stars!
Here comes Bucko on the draw. Clean win back to Grahovic. Grahovic sends it to Andrews, but unfortunately ends up right in her feet. Isaac's on the other point. Salzburg's on the left wing. Yeah. Quick offside. So Bucko's going to center Salzburg and Grahovic. This line was fantastic yesterday afternoon.
Center ice. All right.
Andrews and Isaac on point. Here's Andrews. Andrews. She throws it all the way down for a quick forecheck. Bucko flying in, so Salzburg. Salzburg's first to the puck. Salzburg looks to shake her off a defender, drives in. Keeps control of the puck. She's getting hassled. Couple moves by her. Still has the puck. Centering pass. Beautiful pass. Finds Bucko. And Bucko finds the back of the net. You know, that whole play, Michael, started with the hard work that line's been doing for 2 days straight. They chipped it in. Full speed in on the forecheck. Salzburg picks it up in the left corner. She starts getting harassed by one of the Spitfires defenders. Able to shake a couple defenders. Knows that, sees Bucko out front, shakes it off, centering pass right on a Bucko stick, and Bucko sends it home. We got a 1-1 hockey game. Gagne's lying out now. Gagne centering Stanton and Clark. Spitfires gain the zone as they enter. Puck ends up all the way back into the neutral zone. This line also been moving their legs as quickly as possible here. Puck ends up on the half wall. Battle ensues. Andrews. Gagne. Spitfires, here we come. Good back checking is Andrews to break that up. They take the shot. Schaefer able to track that through some traffic. Makes the save. Lafleur and Mason are going to be fresh legs on the point. Gagne, Clark, and Stanton stay out up front. Clean win by the Spitfires. They try to shot off the face-off, but shot it directly into the far corner. Immediately on it is Gagne and Mason. Puck spits back to the point. Here comes the Spitfires driving across the ice. They turn back. Cross ice pass to the other D. There's a shot through traffic. It's deflected out front. Backhanded rebound. Big save by Schaefer to keep that out. He's trying a centering power outlet pass to the point, not able to get it through. Stars breaking that up. Clark's got it again. Clark, she's driving down the right wing. She throws it up ice. Ends up into the far corner. Here comes the Spitfires. They're looking to break out. They get it all the way to the neutral zone. Spitfires gain the zone. Back checking is Dulac. Spitfires, a couple moves, dancing around. Tries a shot through traffic. That deflects off a couple bodies, and Gagner picks it up to skate it into the neutral zone. Gagner getting chased down. Spitfires regain, looking to gain the zone again, and they do. Here comes the Spitfires. They take a shot through the legs of Lefevre. Schaefer picks that up. Wisely freezes it.
It's only because it's my kid, you know.
There you go. Zakaria, Simcoe, and I believe it's Elliott. I have a hard time seeing through the boards right now. There's the draw, one cleanly by Zakaria. Over to Isaac, she pushes it in behind the net, and Zakaria picks it up again. Spitfires, really assertive forecheck though, causing some pressure. Comes all the way back around to the near wall. Isaac tries to get it out. Spitfires hold the zone though and send it right back in. Puck's in behind the net, Zakaria's there. She tries an outlet pass to Dulac. That's a little out of her reach. Ends up in the defense for Spitfires, and they put it back in the corner to keep cycling the puck. Spitfires pick it up in the corner. Biederman's there to break that up.
There we go. There we go.
Simcoe tries to pick it up and get out of her zone. Not able to. Here's the puck loose out front. There's a shot. Yes. Schaefer's down to scoop that up.
There's that glove again, Brody.
That's the glove we were talking about yesterday, yep. That progression of her glove from the start of the season to this time of year has been fantastic.
Agreed.
Really good hand-eye and quick to scoop. Simcoe looking for the draw, nice. Pinches it ahead, gets it up into the neutral zone. Here comes Simcoe driving down the right wing. Simcoe trying to make something happen, driving wide and right, takes the shot, that's high. Ends up all the way back around. Isaac steps up to hold the zone, but she's not able to. Here comes the Spitfires, one-on-one against Biederman. Spitfires down the right wing, they take the shot. Schaefer kicks that off to the side. They end up shooting one back to the point. Simcoe's turn now to come back the other way. Simcoe's got it. She's got Dulac over on the far side. Simcoe getting hooked. Centering pass by Simcoe, tries to find Dulac. Not able to get it over there. Isaac, there's a shot. Isaac bouncing puck, and she scores! That is what you call the members bounce on the golf club. That puck spits back to the point. Isaac takes a wrist shot. The puck bounces in front of the goaltender, kicks hard right by about 8 to 10 inches. Goalie had no idea what to do. Isaac finds the back of the net. We got ourselves a 2-1 hockey game. What a vantage point for us to see that members bounce kick from here.
That was awesome.
Bucko on the draw.
All right, let's go.
She's out with Grahovic and Elliott. Grahovic sends it in deep. Spitfires behind their net. Grahovic's pressuring. Grahovic looking to make something happen. Gets some help from Elliott. Elliott pressuring there. Good job by Elliott. She comes out with the puck. Spitfire's able to grab the loose one though. Here comes the Spitfires. Lead pass. That's up to Andrews. Andrews now. No offside. I thought that was going to be an offside on the Spitfires. Andrews doing a good job pushing both players off to the far wall. Now there's a couple moves by the Spitfires. They take the shot. Loose puck bouncing out front. It's picked up by Grahovic. Grahovic's coming back the other way with Elliott. We got a 2-on-2 unfolding. Grahovic decides to drive wide and right. Elliott goes to the net. There's the shot. Bounces off the side of the net. Grahovic still got it. Does the wraparound attempt. Another third shot. Fourth shot. And it's covered up by the goaltender. Two good shifts with back-to-back pressure here.
Let's see the replay on that one. I mean, just a rocket.
2 or 3 efforts there, you betcha. There's the draw. Bucko. She's out there with Elliott. Puck's trickling through to the crease. Bucko, Elliott, and Grahovic out there. Andrews and Shortino on the point. Here comes Massachusetts coming through the neutral zone. Spitfires looking to gain the zone, and they do. Driving down the right wing, trying to let things open up. Great job but defending as the Stars not getting any opportunity or any passing lanes for the Spitfires. Puck comes back to the neutral zone. Bucko almost pokes that free to get it up ice. Comes down. Spitfires, they gain the zone. Comes all the way down into the near corner. Bucko throws it all the way around, tries to find Grahovic. Grahovic not able to chip it out. Now Grahovic has it. She's got Elliott down the left wing. Another 2-on-2 unfolding. Here comes Grahovic. She's trying to drive in. Elliott's going to go for some fresh legs. Same with Bucko. Offensive line change. Stanton, Clark jump on the ice. Here comes the Spitfires the other way. Shortino and Lafleur on point. Spitfires take it all the way down into their near corner. Looking for a centering pass. They try to get it out front. It kicks in behind the net. Far corner now. Spitfires, they look to gain control in the far corner. Couple moves, but quick on there is Lafleur. Good pressure by her. Spitfires try to wrap around dangerously through the crease, and the Spitfires not quite able to bang that home. That was a dangerous, close one. Here comes Lafleur. Lafleur trying to chip it around the defense, not able to. Spitfires still in control. Spitfires has it all kinds of time and space. Someone's got to get on that young lady. Tries a centering pass, not able to find her teammates though. Stanton's, she's pressuring wide. Gagner now. Gagner. Lafleur finally able to release some pressure, shoots it up into the neutral zone. Clark steps up. Nice forecheck by Clark to deflect that puck away. Spitfires regain the zone. Lafleur not quite able to get that lead pass. Shortino tries to find Stanton. Here comes Stanton. She sends it forward. Spitfires back the other way now. Here comes Spitfires 2-on-1. Lafleur unfortunately falls. The Spitfires get on top of it. They try to gain the zone. And they're able to regroup at the top. And all the Stars are back now to help. Here comes the Stars. There's a shot through traffic. And Schaefer ends up picking that up. Lafleur probably had a small heart attack there, and ironically her fall ended up working. She plugged up the passing lane and the girls ended up crossing on each other. She's probably giving her forehead a little wipe going, oh boy, that was a close one. We've had a few falls tonight. Must be the ice. We'll blame the ice. Here comes the Stars up through the neutral zone. Dulac, she's trying to gain the zone. She's got Simcoe with her. Dulac draws it all wide. Two Spitfires there harassing her though. There's a shot. It's wide into the far corner.
Zakaria read that well.
Spitfires, they're looking to break out. Ends up on Mason's stick, and we got our penalty against the Stars. It's going to be a hooking call against Dulac. Good to see Dulac okay. I was a little worried about her head earlier, but she seems to be skating through it. Shook it off.
All right, Shorty.
Bring it all the way down, it looks like.
On the power penalty kill unit, is going to be Zakaria, Simcoe, Isaac, and Mason. Zakaria on the draw. Clean win by Zakaria. She gets it back to Mason. Mason turns to shake a couple defenders, tries to find Zakaria on the half wall, not able to. Now it finds Zakaria. Zakaria's got a little bit of time to get it into the neutral zone, using her body position to kill off a few precious seconds on that clock. Gains the whole zone now. We've got Simcoe going to the net. There's a shot. It's over the net. In the breakout come the Spitfires. It's all the way down, and that's going to be an icing against the Spitfires with 1:04 left in the power play. He's locked in. Oh, Michael's put his hat on forward now. He's very focused. He's got his gaming controller out, fans at home. He'll be on this puck movement.
He just went into his mom's basement?
Yeah, he's in his mom's basement. He's got his popcorn out. He's ready to go. All right, here we are in the neutral zone. Simcoe. Good puck possession by her to kill a few more seconds. She's trying to gain the zone. Zakaria picks up that loose puck, though. 45 seconds left on the penalty kill. Zakaria doing good body position on the far wall just to kill some more time. Simcoe's there to help out. Simcoe comes out with the puck into the high slot. Backhand, forehand, second shot, third shot. Ends up in the near corner. Good pressure by Simcoe and Zakaria there to make that opportunity unfold. Here comes the other way. Spitfires, they're driving down the right wing. Spitfires look to come toward the net, and both Isaac and Mason there to break that up. Puck ends up behind the net. So Schaefer just a little out of position, but she's able to regain on time. Now Simcoe's got it. Simcoe, she throws it all the way down. See if that's got the draw weight. It does. Fresh legs are coming on. We got new penalty killers, Grahovic and Salzburg. Isaac throws it back in to the offensive zone. Salzburg's giving chase. We are back to even strength. Here comes the Spitfires up through the neutral zone. 2-on-2 unfolding. They missed her outlet pass. Goes all the way to Mason. Mason, she sends it up. And Bucko's coming out. Fresh legs, ready to skate. Flying as usual. Good back check by Grahovic. Got action right in front of us here. Spitfire's able to get that puck loose though. Goes all the way to the far boards. Bucko having a look at her option. Beautiful pass. Finds Salzburg right off of her feet. Salzburg's able to gain the zone. Shakes a defender. Salzburg drives down the right wing. Bucko trailing. Centering pass to Bucko. Just above her stick onto Grahovic's stick. Bucko picks it up now. Throws it back to the corner. Bucko having a look around. Throws it out front to Grahovic. Can Grahovic get there? There's the shot. Puck's loose. Backhand by Salzburg. And there's the whistle. Another great shift by this line. I tell you what's beautiful, Michael. Bucko's constantly looking around the ice for where her wingmates are before she's even picking up that puck. She's making decisions long before she's getting that puck of how she's going to move it quickly, and make some great passes.
Yep, that's smart hockey right there.
There's Bucko on the draw. Looking to drive out. Here comes the Spitfires. They're down the right wing. Andrews and Shortino on point. There's a centering pass. There's a shot. Puck's loose in the crease. Cleared out of harm's way by Grahovic. A dangerous one was loose out front. Grahovic's got some speed. She's driving down the right wing. Grahovic, there's a shot. Gloved by the goaltender. With 1:32 left in the second period, and we're still sitting with a 2-1 advantage. High energy, highly entertaining hockey game thus far. Fresh legs out there. We got Gagne centering Stanton and Clark up front. Off the draw, Spitfire's able to gain it all the way down into the defensive zone. Shortino picks it up. Throws it off the side of the net as the Spitfires ends up all the way back on the point now. Spitfire's able to hold the zone. The D steps up to hold the zone. Gagne's on it. Shortino's give chase now. Shortino checks that player in behind the net and comes out with the puck. Good job by her. Tries to find the outlet pass. She does. Gets it over to Clark. We got a 2-on-1 unfolding. We got Clark coming in with Stanton. Here comes Clark. Clark has a look. Takes the pass. Loose puck to Gagne. Gagne centering pass. Just about finds the stick of Stanton. Andrews, there's a shot through traffic. Bouncing. Saved by the goaltender and kicked off to the side. 47 seconds on the clock here. Gagne in pursuit. Outlet pass by the Spitfires. They look to release some pressure. They're going to throw it all the way down, and that should be an icing. Nope, bounce off the wall awkwardly. No icing. Andrews has it, though. She's got some speed. Tries a lead pass that's interrupted by the Spitfires. They regain in the neutral zone. Here comes the Spitfires. They gain the zone, stepping up through a few defenders. There's a shot, high and wide, off the left shoulder. Here's the Spitfires. They regain centering pass. Puck's loose out front. Schaefer quickly across to smother that puck and get a whistle with 13 seconds left. Gagne out on the draw. She's been in these situations before where we need an important win with 13 seconds on the clock. Let's see what she does. Good job by Gagne tying it up. She does tie it up. Ends up spitting back to the point for the Spitfires. Puck's into the corner. 7 seconds on the clock now. Puck battle ensues. In behind the net is the Spitfires. They look for a centering pass. Right onto the stick of Clark. Clark calmly skates it into the neutral zone. And they get out of the second period with a 2-1 advantage. Lafleur coming off the ice. Wondering what's going on here. Someone's got to help her. Oh, she's able to get off. I'm wondering what's going on. Maybe she's got a skate issue. 43 seconds on the clock. Hey, Stephanie, do you want to just check on Lafleur just ran in there? I'm not sure she's got a something going on or what. Well, Michael, I've been impressed with these ladies today. They look good. All three lines are working hard. Thanks for the replays there, Brendan. Jerry Dulac was asking about that second one being tipped, and it was just a beautiful. There you go. I knew we had a skate issue. I knew something was going on. Michael Gagne's going to be retired from gaming, and we got a new gamer here with Brendan Elliott because we got an equipment issue on Lafleur. I'm assuming that was part of the trip and bobble that she had earlier in that second period. And I tell you what, skating with edges that aren't good is not good. Zakaria's going to start by centering Dulac and Simcoe. Isaac and Biederman on the point. Days like today, it's a good thing the Lafleur family decided to keep some extra blades. There's the draw, won by the Stars cleanly. Back to Isaac, lead pass up to Simcoe. Simcoe, she's trying to drive it in. Gets it to Zakaria. Zakaria pushes in. They look to get it out. Simcoe holds his own though. Good job by her. She gets it up to Zakaria. Zakaria backhands it deep. Dulac's pressuring. She's giving chase. Forces a quick pass, comes all the way out. Now here's an opportunity in the high slot. Unfortunately, just quickly responded was the Spitfires. And Spitfires calm it down. Looking to skate it up through the neutral zone with the lead pass. Simcoe's right there. We're going to have a penalty against the Stars, so that's a tough penalty. I do believe Simcoe is simply just trying to play the puck there. And unfortunately, the puck was in the feet of the opposition, and we got ourselves a clean trip. Tim Shortino's having a giggle with her in the box there. Hopefully our girls step up for a PK. Speaking of PK, we've got Zakaria and Dulac staying out there. And we got Mason and Isaac on point. Clean win by Zakaria. Mason not quite able to clear it though. There's a shot from the back of point. There's a backhand. Rebound picked up by Schaefer. Got there just on time. Throws up in the neutral zone. Relieves some pressure. Comes back to Isaac. Here comes Isaac. Isaac skates through the neutral zone with her head up. Good clean movements by her. She takes a shot. That's deflected. Puck's in the high slot. Dulac's there to help. She shoots the puck down. Isaac's going to retreat back to the point. And here comes Zakaria.
All right, Brendan.
Spitfires looking to get their way out. Zakaria's there checking. Puck's into the neutral zone for Isaac. Isaac cross to Mason. Mason. She sends it down the ice. All the way in behind the net. Spitfires are regrouping. Spitfires, lead pass. Sends it up to the neutral zone. Spitfires gain the zone. They pick it up. Number 11 driving it to the corner. Good stick by Dulac to break up that pass. Now the shot from the point. It's wide. Goes into the far corner. 20 seconds left here on the PK. Puck ends up in behind the net. Spitfires are on it. All the way back to the point it goes. Shot, fanned on by the Spitfires, and we got another penalty. And this one's going to go against, I believe, Isaac. Probably be an interference or a tripping call. 6 seconds left on the first penalty. So there'll be a very short two-man advantage for the Spitfires. You can feel the tension from Mitch Salzberg to my left. He's stressed. He asked me if he was standing too close. Here we are. We got Grahovic out. And pretty sure Simcoe's going to come straight to the ice to help out here. Sure, Tim Shortino quick on the draw. There he's all the way back to the point. There's the shot through traffic. Bouncing puck deflected. Loose. Still out front. And they get it in. We've got some upset players right now. I'm not sure how that ended up finding the back of the net.
I believe that killed the second power play, though, right?
It should kill the second power play because it should be past the first seconds. Yeah. Somehow that puck squeaked in on the side of the net. Schaefer wasn't very happy. There's the shot. Bodies were cleared out. Oh, and the puck it did trickle in. Yeah, Schaefer was just about able to get that toe pad off, but can't remember, I think, who was on defense there, but they were clearing them out, doing their job well, and just bad bounce. We've got a 2-2 hockey game here, 10:45 left in the third. I believe this one's going to come right down to the wire, Michael. Bucko centering Grahovic and Salzburg. Spitfires. They gain the zone. Shortino's breaking that up. Shortino's on the point with Andrews. Puck spits out into the neutral zone.
Let's go, Stars!
Spitfires, they able to gain the zone. They come through the high slot. Here's a shot through traffic. That's high and wide. Deflects off the back glass into the front of their net. Schaefer pushes it back though. Andrews there to clear it out of harm's way. Now it's over in the near half wall. Andrews chips it down the ice. Good draw away. Here comes Bucko. She's got some wheels. Trying to outpace the Spitfire. She does. Picks it up behind the net. She's got Salzburg out front. Centering pass. Beautiful effort. Back the other way with some speed is the Spitfires now. Here comes the Spitfires driving down the right wing. There's a shot. Schaefer's there to handle it. Biederman picks it up. Sends it over to Bucko. Bucko. She tries to find Salzburg and she does. Here comes a 3-on-2 for the Stars. Salzburg able to gain the zone, not quite. Back the other way we go. Here comes the Spitfires. Spitfires in behind the net. Biederman's quick to retrieve that. Lead pass just out of the reach of Grahovic, but it ends up into the neutral zone, relieves some pressure. Straight back in comes a big Spitfires. Spitfires, they take a shot, deflected away. In behind the net is Isaac. She's driving up, throws it off the glass, tries to hit Salzburg in stride. And we've got a too many men on the ice call against the Stars.
You gotta be kidding me.
Third penalty in a row for these young ladies. I don't know if it was just bad timing or miscommunication on the change. I do believe it was too many men.
Ladies? Too many ladies?
I don't know which team.
Apologies.
He's waiting for somebody. No, it's too many men against them. So we'll retract everything I just said in the last 30 seconds. We got two.
Great call.
Great call. Power play for the Stars. Here comes Zakaria. Great clean win. Ends up all the way back on the point for sure. Andrews takes the shot. That's high. Out through the neutral zone. Andrews has it. She sends it across ice beautifully to Simcoe. Simcoe, they regain the zone immediately. Simcoe pressuring it down on the half wall. She looks for an opportunity. Tries to find Andrews. A little out of her reach. They're going to have to all touch up. They do. Andrews throws it back in. Straight away is Dulac. Into the neutral zone. Isaac's going to regroup. Now she tries to find Zakaria. Not able to, but it ends up on the stick of Simcoe. Simcoe, she gains the zone. She's getting pressured. Still using her body position. Trying to free up. Looking for Andrews on the point. Simcoe still has it. Takes the shot. Deflected. Still has it. Loose up front. Zakaria takes a shot. That goes wide. Spitfires regroup. They send it all the way down. And Isaac's going to have a bit of time to decide what she wants to do. Rolling puck. Knocks that down. Great outlet pass all the way over to Dulac. Dulac picks it up on the right wing. Dulac takes a shot. It's deflected. Off the goaltender's glove in behind the net. In behind the net of the Spitfires is the Spitfires, and they're coming out with some speed. Cross ice pass. Ends up back on Isaac's stick. Rolling puck again. Isaac Simcoe check from behind, and that'll be a power play again. Here comes Zakaria. She comes in and rifles an absolute bullet of a wrist shot. Snaps one home to make this a 3-2 hockey game. Play unfolded, starting off with Isaac. She settles down that rolling puck, tries to find Simcoe up on the left wing. Simcoe gets absolutely accosted, checked from behind. That puck ends up coming all the way through to Zakaria. She breaks down the left wing, poises for a beautiful snapshot, and just snipes one home top shelf. That was beautiful, Michael.
Unbelievable. The energy in here is intense.
I hear you. So the refs are going to have to sort this out because there was 7 seconds left on the first power play, but there was a delayed penalty. So the Stars should still be on a power play.
That's correct.
And the officials are saying, yep, they're saying you had a delayed penalty. You can figure it out, boys. I can put on some stripes and go make the calls out there if I need to. So they're talking about.
Wash out the delayed call, or does it wash out the existing penalty?
It should wash out the existing penalty.
But they still get the new.
The delayed call should be a new minute 50 in the box, and they're waiting patiently. And there's the minute 50. Let's go back to the power play and see if we can make this a 2-goal advantage.
Yes.
Coach doing one minor change, looking to keep some pressure going. We got 7:52 left in the third. The 3-2 hockey game. And back to the power play. Bucko's going to center Grahovic and Dulac. Isaac did. The officials are coming to us to find out who is scoring on what.
Let's go, Stars!
We got it all sorted out. Stripes are doing a good job. Schaefer double checking the scoreboard, making sure looking good.
Oh, just a top shelf.
Yeah, it was an absolute snipe. It wasn't even a wrist shot. It was like a combination of a snapshot, wrist shot. This is a shooter's goal for sure. You can even see on the replay her positioning and how she released that. It was good. Not sure what the officials are doing now.
Yeah, it's gone.
We've got a situation unfolding. Tim, can you give us the update?
They're discussing if the delayed penalty gets erased, or if they they should be supporting the delayed penalty, and the existing penalty should be erased. But there seems to be confusion on what they really want to do.
Like I said,
the rule book,
I was going to say I could throw my stripes on if we need to, but it should be. Oh, and they're actually going to go with the 7-second ones, and they're erasing the delayed penalty. That is not the proper call, in my opinion.
It must be their first game.
Well, that or I haven't looked in the rule book for a while. So,
Brody, I trust you.
you trust me? That's good. Thanks, Michael. Anyways, here we are. Now our power play is negated. Back to even strength. Still have a 3-2 lead. Spitfires gain the zone. We got Bucko centering Grahovic and Salzburg right now. We got Isaac and Mason on point. Here comes Bucko. She's got some speed, looking to shake things out. Tries to find Salzburg on a cross-ice pass, but Spitfires interrupt it and send it all the way back deep. Big check there. They let that go. Isaac was absolutely violated. Oh, puck was loose. Referee lost sight, whistled it down. I don't think it would have mattered, though, because Schaefer noticed it was loose, dropped her paddles, and grabbed it with her blocker. I tell you, parents at home, I can feel the stress from the parents to my left right now. It's an anxious crowd. Here's the draw, back to the point. Grahovic, she's trying to drive through. Looking to make her way up the ice. Not quite able to, ends up on the half wall. They send it all the way down. Spitfires are going to regroup behind their net. Spitfires come in behind their net. Outlet pass up to the half wall. Still ends up on the half wall, comes all the way out to Lafleur. Lafleur looking good with her fresh blades. Getting harassed, but keeps that puck, gets it up to Salzburg. Here comes Salzburg, gains the zone. Good move by Salzburg to shake a deflection. Another one shaking. Opportunity for Salzburg. There's the shot. Beautiful blocker save. Rebound for Bucko. Still loose out front. Who's going to bang that home? Ends up in behind the net. Salzburg looking like an absolute star this tournament down there. Now we got a puck battle in behind the net. 4 players waiting for that puck to spit out. Who's going to pull it out? Bucko's got it. There's a shot from Bucko. Puck spits all the way out. Mason's going to step up. Mason throws it toward the net. And the Spitfires finally able to break out into the neutral zone. Driving down and riding right. Good job by Lafleur to pressure that off to the side. Puck's loose out front. Bucko's back home. Great back check by her to clear that out of harm's way. Here comes Grahovic. Grahovic through the neutral zone. Grahovic driving down. She's got Bucko with her 2-on-1 unfolding. Grahovic, unfortunately, loses the puck, picks it up in the corner. The centering pass out of the reach of Bucko, but onto the stick of Stanton. Stanton takes a shot. She throws it in deep. Back come the other way. Come the Spitfires. Spitfires through the neutral zone. Couple moves by the Spitfires. Shortino steps up to deflect that. Puck ends up into the high slot. Stepping in is the Spitfires. Look to do a lead pass. Ends up in the near corner. All the way back to the point now. Spitfires to the point. The wind up and the shot deflected by Stanton. And fortunately, Schaefer there to make the save. Back to the defense. Spitfires throw it back down into the corner. In behind the net. They cycle it around to the near corner. Spitfires, a couple moves in the corner. Now a centering pass effort. That's broken up by Bucko. Spitfires are going to regroup in the half wall though. Centering pass, they find it. There's the shot through traffic. Pounces in behind the net. Spitfires look for another centering pass. Schaefer able to track that down and freezes it for a whistle with 5:04 left in a 3-2 hockey game. Elliott's going to come out and play center this shift. She's going to center Gagne and Clark. We've got Andrews and Shortino on point. Spitfires win the draw. There's a shot. Bouncing puck through traffic. Ends up in the far corner. Or near corner, sorry. Spitfires gather it up. Centering pass right onto the stick of Andrews. She finds it Gagne. Gagne skates it out. Throws it in the neutral zone. Clark's flying down here now. Clark picks it up on her backhand. Driving down the left wing. Still trying to make something happen. Spitfires pick it up though. Bring it back the other way. Lead pass. It's a break. But hustling back is Shortino. Great hustle by her to clear that out of harm's way. Gagne on it now. There's a shot. Deflected. Andrews has it. Chipped ahead is Gagne. Ends up on the stick. Almost too many men on the ice again, but they let it go. Should have been too many men, particularly because it was the player that got on. Andrews throws it off the back of the wall, trying to find Elliott on the side half wall. She does. Elliott chips it up into the neutral zone, goes all the way down. Hopefully that'll be slow enough. I can't see, but it is going to be an icing. 4:06 left. Every minute's feeling a bit longer than the minute prior, Michael. Fresh legs across the board for the Stars. We've got Zakaria centering Simcoe and Dulac, Biederman, and Isaac on point. Biederman now. She picks it up on the half wall. Throws it up to the point. Spitfires able to hold his own. Good pressure by the Stars though. Spitfires pick it up. Couple moves by the Spitfire player. They're trying to take his check. They get it over. Spits all the way out. Simcoe gets it into the neutral zone. DDD pass by the Spitfires. They throw it forward. Here comes a bit of back and forth patty cake right in front of us here. Spitfires. They end up coming down. There's a poke check. Now Simcoe's got it again. Spitfires gaining the zone. Good stick by Isaac. Here comes Dulac. Dulac picks it up on her forehand, driving down the right wing. Centering pass. Throws it through the crease. Just out of the reach as Simcoe ends up in the far corner. Simcoe, good forecheck. She picks it up. Dulac's out front. Simcoe looks to shake a check. Gets another Spitfire on her though. Spitfires throw it all the way out to the half wall. And they're breaking into the neutral zone now. Good back check by Zakaria. Here comes Simcoe, breaking down the right wing. Simcoe takes the shot. Big toe save by the Spitfire goaltender to keep that out. Isaac steps up to hold his own. Puck battle with Dulac now. Spitfire's able to get it out. Biederman throws it across to Isaac. Isaac decides to step up. She wants to drive it in. She does. Sends it all the way deep. Ref able to hold the zone on behalf of the Stars. We'll take that. Now there's Simcoe. She's trying to fight it out with two Spitfires. It spits into the neutral zone. Now it spits back out. Simcoe tries to dance around, not able to. Spitfires send a lead pass. Looks like we're going to have another too many men opportunity here, but they just won't call that one. Spitfires regroup. 2:13 on the clock. Puck's loose right at Simcoe's feet. Forwarded up. Isaac steps up to hold that zone. They throw it down. Isaac steps up. Here comes Isaac. Isaac's got some speed, but she's checked by the Spitfires. Grahovic steps up. She's looking to make something happen. She throws it in deep. Grahovic, first one on the line. Absolute hook there by Zakaria. She shakes off the hook, takes the shot. Puck's bouncing in front of the net. We got a delayed penalty, and the Stars are going to go back on the power play with 1:40 left. And we're going to have Grahovic, Salzburg come out and join Salzburg and Bucko come out and join Grahovic up front. And coach is leaving Isaac on point with Andrews. So the Stars should be able to play with some pressure here to finish. Bucko clean wins, sends it back to Isaac. Isaac, she takes the shot. It's bouncing, deflected by Bucko. Ends up, good save by the goaltender, ends up in the far corner. In behind the net is the Spitfires. Spitfires turn back around. They fire it back around to the far wall. Isaac steps up to hold his own. She tries to step in. Here comes Salzburg. Salzburg. Up through the center ice comes a good defense by Isaac. Isaac breaks that up. Look at her go now. She's coming in with some speed. Isaac driving down the wing. Takes a shot. Loose puck out front. Not quite able to find that loose bouncing puck. Excellent defense by her to create that play. Here's the pressure. Puck's loose in the crease. Shot attempt by Salzburg. Thrown all the way around. Andrews holds his own. Andrews takes the shot. Throws it to the far corner. Salzburg, she sends it back to Isaac. Isaac's got it. Isaac takes a shot. Through traffic. Bounces. Just wide. Picked up in the corner by Grahovic. Grahovic sends it back to Andrews. Andrews takes a shot. Deflected by Bucko. And a big save by the Spitfire goaltender, keeping that puck out with 34 seconds left in the game and 24 seconds left in the power play.
I thought that was going. That was a beautiful deflection between Bucko's legs on the stick.
And a great shot from Andrews to keep it low.
Yeah.
Lots of times our D are sending in high ones. Bucko standing right in the front. You keep that thing a foot or less off the ice. There's a draw. Opportunity. Simcoe's got it in the slot. Here comes the Spitfires. Spitfires driving down with 25 seconds. Good back check by Dulac. Zakaria's got it now. Zakaria trying to skate it up, create some opportunities. Zakaria, she skates it into the Spitfire zone.
15 seconds.
Throws it across the ice, ends up on Isaac's stick. There's a shot from Isaac. Deflected by the Spitfires. She takes it. She's got to go for a quick change. Puck ends up into the far corner. Spitfires got it now with 4 seconds on the clock. This should kill the game here, folks. Into the neutral zone. Andrews steps up. And you can put it in the win column as our Stars go up 2 games, 1 loss in the round robin, coming up with a big win against the Spitfires. That was highly entertaining hockey, Michael.
Wonderful hockey game.
Coach doing some unique things with the lines here today. Had an opening few shifts with both LaFear and Isaac up front. Usually that's more of a mid-game shuffle, but he started that way with it. As usual, all 3 lines doing great. Tremendous pace.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of high energy, all 3 games from the girls this tournament. It's great to see. And yeah, whatever coach is doing with the shifting up the lines, I mean, it seems to be working.
Some strong goaltending from Schaefer, some strong goaltending from the Spitfires goaltender. That was some good hockey, some great shots. Both made some big saves when they were called on.
It feels like the Stars outshot them by a lot more than 28 to 26, I'd feel.
Well, folks, that is going to put a wrap on today's game. We've got 1 more game in the round robin. That should move our standings into a pretty good position, having 2 wins. Brendan was just excited yesterday to the two wins.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we're caught up. We got the 6 points, 2 wins, 1 loss. The goals for and advanced will be updated again, so we'll actually have 14 goals for and 11 goals against. So we'll still be a +3 on the differential. That will matter in a tie-breaking situation. But I would say comfortably that we should be hopefully settling into 1 or 2 here, as long as we come out and have a strong game tomorrow. Lots of hockey left this afternoon, though, and it's a very unique situation where we're playing the opposite division, so we don't play anyone in our own pool. It's a reminder to our parents till tomorrow. Until the quarterfinals.
Yep. Yeah. And then we'll do a recap before the next game on how the Blazers are looking, because that's our next opponent tomorrow morning.
And there seem to be some question marks on what the Blazers were rated. I've heard 126, but I've also heard that maybe we were looking at the wrong Blazers team. Do you have any updates there, Michael?
I believe they're ranked in the 50s. I will check. They might have multiple teams. That could be the confusion, but we'll update you folks at home.
Sounds good. All right, folks, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning, bright and early for our Mountain Standard folks, because I know there's a few of those, and maybe midnight for our folks tuning in from Europe. Thanks a lot, Michael.
Thanks, Brody.